You guys scared me a little bit.
This might be coming home with me.
Even Guppy cameo.
It's fantastic.
Oh my god, I can't help but swoon. Good morning, everyone. I'm sure you know from the title of this video, but today is going to be a day controlled by you. A couple days ago, I posted on Instagram a couple polls on my story, and I had you guys vote on specific things for my bookish day. Now, I won't spoil everything that we're doing today because those were part of the polls, and I don't want to give it away just yet. We're gonna go one by one. But the first poll was, should I wake up early and get a head start on the day or sleep in? Now, you guys scared me a little bit because for a while, everybody was like, get up early. You know something about me? I hate mornings. I hate getting up early. I am the farthest from a morning person you will ever see. So when finally sleeping in won by, it's 52 to 48, mind you, I got to sleep in this morning. And granted, yes, I already did my skincare, got out of bed, made my bed, whatever, do all the things. It is currently 11:33 in the morning. So the first item is checked off the list. Now the second one, I asked you if I should wear a cozy fit, which is usually my normal. You've seen these videos. I usually wear sweatpants and a sweatshirt, or a cute fit, making it a little dressy. And I don't own very many dressy clothes, partially because sensory wise, cute clothes are a nightmare. But I was like, you know what? Every once in a while I do like to dress up. But thankfully, the cozy fit won by 76% to the other 24. So I'm gonna pick a cozy outfit today. And I forgot to add on here if I should do a full face of makeup or keep it natural, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep it kind of natural today. Maybe do some like mascara, concealer, and like brow gel, and that's it. Maybe some like lip balm or something. But I've had really bad breakouts recently, and I'm paranoid about putting a full face of makeup on and making it worse. So I think I'm just gonna straighten my hair, put a tiny bit of makeup on, and then we can get to the next item on the agenda.
I've changed my mind. I'm not straightening my hair. We're just gonna put this mess up. I have very little energy right now. Messy bun it is.
Now that I look just a tiny bit more presentable, the next item on the agenda is if I should get coffee at a coffee shop or drink my coffee I have here at home. Now this one actually works out because y'all chose coffee shop, and it turns out that I actually ran out of the creamer that I normally use here at home, so we'll get that later so I can have my coffee tomorrow. But this one kind of goes hand in hand with the next poll, which is if I should go to an indie bookstore, Barnes & Noble, or both. And the results say both by 52%. And my favorite indie bookstore is also a coffee shop, which also happens to be my favorite coffee shop because I just love their coffee so much. So we're gonna kill two birds with one stone and go to Fable Hollow Coffee and Bookshop. I'm gonna get my drink, I'm gonna browse a little bit, and then we're gonna go to Barnes & Noble as well. I've got my coffee. I browsed a little bit. I drank a good bit of coffee while I was looking for books. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel super weird lately because the last couple times that I've gone to the bookstore, there's nothing that's really like jumped out at me, and that's so off character because normally when I go to the bookstore I'm like, oh, this one looks cool, this one looks cool, this one looks cool, but I feel like I have such a set, no, I take that back, I don't have a set TBR because I mood read, but there's a certain set of books and certain vibe of books that I've been craving lately, and I have so many books at home that I haven't read yet that I'm like, I don't know if it's just psyching me out or something, but we're still gonna go to Barnes & Noble because that's what you wanted me to do, and we'll see what they have there. Sometimes they have a little bit different stock than indie bookstores, so I don't know, let's go. Also, I forgot to tell you what this is. This is called the Fairy Kiss, which is a strawberry white mocha. It had whipped cream that I ate, and then like strawberry drizzle on it. This is my go-to. This is so good, and it's so weird because I don't get white mochas anywhere else I go. I don't get mochas, I don't get whatever. My husband actually tried this. They gave me a taste of it, and I was like, oh my god, this is good. But I found out that they make their own syrups in-house, so it's like, okay, so it doesn't seem too off that I only like this one because this is like good. It's so good. And I got it with oat milk. It's a latte. Always oat milk. Read the first one, but I have it. This might be coming home with me. So I actually decided to put the Night Prince back because I'm trying to be better about not buying an entire series before I even start the first one, because the last couple times that I've done that, it's not turned out so well for me. Not that I don't think the first one is gonna be good. I feel like I'm gonna like it, but just like I don't know yet. So I don't want to spend my money yet. Now, next on the agenda is to actually go home and read. There's a few specific polls that I will share in just a minute. However, one of the story slides that I put up was an extra like, what else should I do today that I haven't mentioned on the polls? And a lot of people said to do a cute little snack while I'm reading. So it actually kind of works out because like I said earlier, I need to go to the store and grab my creamer. So I think I'm just gonna grab some extra little goodies. I'm gonna go to Target, we're gonna grab snacks, and then we're gonna go home. My music taste is top tier, but it's all over. What do you mean I'm listening to Bad Bunny and then now Tears for Fears? It's hot. I'm back home, but we're gonna take a brief intermission so I can eat my food. If you have not eaten today, this is your reminder to eat. I almost forgot to. And then I was like, no, I have to take food into my body. Also, I already cracked open the Strawberry Sunrise Milani. This flavor is superior. I'm so glad that they brought it back. Let me eat real quick and I will be back to you. Okay, now that I've eaten, we are ready. You're being rude. Hey, somebody wanted a cameo from you. What do you gotta say to that?
Somebody wanted a cameo from you, so we give them a cameo. We give them Guppy cameo. If you're new here, this is my corgi Guppy. He is 3 years old. He is the love of my life.
Anyways, so the next thing on the agenda is going to be reading, which I'm very excited about. And the next poll that I put up was if I'm going to be reading in bed or in my reading corner over here. And everybody chose my reading, well, not everybody, 70% of you chose my reading corner. So I'm gonna be reading back there. But also, I asked if I should read in silence or put on some ambient tunes, and 62% of you said ambient tunes, so that's what's gonna happen. I'm kind of going back and forth because I don't have a TV in here or anything, so I can't exactly like put an ambiance in the TV. I think I'm just gonna put some in my headphones because I do have a couple playlists that I like to put on, and it kind of just helps to drown out my thoughts a little bit. And the next poll, this all kind of works together, and this next poll is if I was going to be reading fantasy or dark romance. Everybody, hi babe. Everybody chose fantasy, which I'm actually really thankful for because I thought I was gonna be finished with the book that I'm reading right now, which is the fantasy book, but I'm not. I'm a little over halfway through, so this will be good so I can sit down and knock it out and not have to start something new. Although I do want to say that I have been enjoying dark romance recently. If you watch my reading wrap-ups or anything, you know that I've read a lot of Cam Mornova's books, and then I started Lee Rivers' Edge of Darkness trilogy, and I'm really enjoying it. But before we actually get to reading, I'm going to make a little snack. Are you good? But before we get to actually reading, I'm gonna make a snack. I'm gonna make. Do you want down? Angry potato. Okay, get down. Bye-bye. Oh my god, I have a dog that sheds. Dude, it's so unfortunate that Guppy is he has 3 different colors. Oh my god! I'm trying to tell them about you. Are you done? I was gonna tell them that you have 3 different colored fur, and so your fur shows up on everything because the top of him is black, the middle of him is like this blonde, and the bottom is white, so I can't win at anything I wear. So if you ever see me like in need of a lint roll, just move on, okay? But anyways, I'm gonna go make my snack. We're gonna get in my reading corner and we're gonna read till I sleep. But anyways, we gotta get to my snacks and then we can come up here and then we can start reading, and it's gonna be such a good time because I'm really enjoying the book that I'm reading now. I will tell you about it in just a second. Let's go get my snacks. Little snack haul. I got these kettle corn popcorners, little chip things. These are so good. They're a little sweet, not very salty. They're pretty much more sweet, but it's got like a nice level of sweetness, and they're a little bit healthier of an alternative to just like regular potato chips. But then I had to get my favorite Brookside dark chocolates with the acai and blueberry, specifically the dark chocolate. I am not a milk chocolate girly, will never be. I love dark chocolate. And I already have these waffle pretzels at home, so I'm gonna put together a little tray that I got. It's this little tray that goes on top of my Stanley, so I can put all my snacks with my water and just have it all in one thing. Seriously, look how cool this is. Look. It goes over top. It's fantastic. Now that we got our snacks out of the way, I'm going to talk about the book that I'm currently reading, which is The Last Starborn Seer. And I believe you pronounce it Venetia Constantine? Maybe Constantine? I'm not entirely sure. She is from the UK, and I don't know if it's just like, that's how you say it in a British accent, or like, that's gonna be constant across. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I had read the synopsis of it and requested this from the publisher because it sounded so beautiful. And guys, let me tell you, this world is incredibly extensive and thought out, and the creatures and the magic is just stunning. Granted, there's a lot of bad stuff going on in their kingdom right now, but it is definitely a world that I want to live in just because of how beautiful the people are and the creatures and oh my god, I can't help but swoon when I'm reading about this world. And she also has a very specific writing style that I love, because at the beginning of this, the plot is not too heavy or fast paced and you're kind of just getting to know the world a little bit, but she presents it in such a beautiful way that my attention is right there the whole time without having to have a super fast paced plot or like any of that fluff. There's no fluff really. It's like, this is the story, this is how it's gonna go. And on the front of the book it says, 2 magi will rise, one of fire and one of stardust, one fated to destroy the world, the other to save it. So this book is about Leilani, and she is a princess in a kingdom where her kind are outcast, looked down upon. She is the last starborn seer. She is the last of the, I guess you could call them magically gifted. In the beginning, there were 2 sisters, the Dawn sister and the Dusk sister. Now, I'm not gonna get too much into that because it's probably gonna sound a little bit confusing if you're not familiar with the story at all, but there is a prologue at the beginning of this where it goes into, it literally says in the beginning, and it details the history of how the magic came to be, how their world came to be, all of that stuff. And the Dawn sister has gifted magic to these seers, and Leilani is one of these magic wielders. However, the downside to this magic is that basically over time it can kind of cause you to go a little crazy, and it can cause you to start using dark magics, aka the magic of the Dusk sister. And in their kingdom, there is this plague called flame fever, which has been ravaging the land for a long time. It's been very much a problem, and the kingdom that Leilani is born into is very sequestered from the rest of the world. The rest of the world does not have good relations with her father, the king, or the kingdom or anything like that, until one day she finds this prophecy from a long ago starborn seer, and she's basically told, you're the one that's gonna save the world. You need to find this long lost staff with a star stone in it that can restore good magic, basically. But also at the beginning of this, she is arranged to be married to this one other guy who has also kind of been raised by her father, has been taken under his wing, kind of groomed, so to say, to be the next heir. And so she finds this prophecy, and it basically tells her she has to unite people from the other realms to go onto this quest to find this staff. So right now they're kind of going on this quest to find the staff, or the what's it called? This thing on the bookmark, the little staff thingy with the stone on it. I'm having such a good time. I know that was such a lengthy explanation and you're probably like, Brooke, let's get to reading. And yes, I'm gonna get to reading in just a second, but I wanted to rave about this because this is so dang good so far. Granted, I'm not done all the way, but I'm having a really good time, and this is super refreshing because I feel like I said, there's a very specific writing style that Venetia has, and I'm eating it up, and it's so beautiful. I'm being a broken record again. Regardless, this comes out on March 5th, so I would highly recommend that you check this one out. But anyways, let's get reading. I just realized I was reading in silence, and that is not what I'm supposed to be doing. So I have my headphones now, and I'm gonna put on my fantasy playlist. I have a couple. One of them is chill fantasy, so it's like a lot of low-key piano, violin music. I have one called Battle. I'm not gonna need that one right now. That's for like intense books when I'm like, I need to get in the zone and it's gonna be an intense reading experience. Anyways, and then I have one just called Reading Fantasy, which is a mix of a bunch of stuff. And then another one called Reading SJM, which that was my first reading playlist. And it's got a crap ton of music on it. The reason I started the new Reading Fantasy was to add some like different kinds of music. And I was originally going for one vibe, and then it kind of just became another mishmash of songs. So I think I'm gonna choose Reading Fantasy. Also, the cover is Nesta reading in her room. Let's get back to it.